Good evening, everyone. I am here to show you the beautiful new studio collection. So Accents has started to release a mini collection or a smaller collection between the normal 6-piece collections. So twice a year they'll release the 6-piece selection, and twice a year they are planning to release a 3-piece collection. So this is the first of the 3-piece collections, and this is the mini kit, obviously. So this is the mini, and I'll up this a little bit. And then when you are looking at the minis, these are the full size. So they're very cute when they're mini. So if you're wanting to try them all, but you're not sure which ones you're going to use very much, then you're welcome, obviously, to just get the mini kit. This is 1/3 of what's in this. So if you're wondering what the difference is, it's 1/3, because this is 5 mils and this is 15. So, all right, so let's get going, because I know you guys are waiting to find out what is going down. Let me make sure my volume's down on my iPad. Okay. All right, so we have Willow, Crave, and Destiny. Going the other way. Crave, Destiny, and Willow. So let's start with Crave. So I do a lot with Fairy, which is a very light pink. And opening up Crave. Oh, okay. So this has a little bit more purple to it. So let me grab a swatch, and I'm going to show you a comparison. So if you pull up, this is Fairy and Delightful, which isn't even close. I'm going to take that away. Fairy and Afterglow. And you paint this color on top of Fairy. You can see that it's quite a bit different. It has a little bit more like of a grayish purple to it than Fairy. So a little bit different, and obviously very different from this. I would say it's closer to Fairy. And then if we compare it, say, to Lovely, which is the light lavender that we have, it's definitely got more pink to it. So that's the comparison to the light lavender. So it's definitely a different color, which is exciting. So that, my friends, is Crave. So it's a very nice, light, kind of lavender gray purple, and it has good coverage. I mean, Luxio is amazing for coverage. You can just go right over my Santa stripes and see the kind of color that is. So very pretty. I like it. That's going to be popular. All right. Wipe that bad boy off. Okay. Next, let's go to Destiny. Destiny is a nice dark blue. Let's see what kind of tone it has to it. Oh, that's really pretty. So I would say this is a dark version of Spirit. So let me grab my blues. So if you like Spirit, excuse me. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Okay, so Spirit is this one right here, and it's a little bit less of like a cobalt blue than some of the others. So this one is Spirit, and I would say this is a dark version of Spirit. It's a nice warm tone. And if you're wondering how it compares to Spectra, Spectra is more of that a dark cobalt blue. So it's got a different kind of navy to it. So if you look at those, that's the comparison. So this one is Spectra. So Spectra is more of a cobalt blue navy, and this new Destiny is definitely a different kind of a tone of navy. I would say it's a darker version of Spirit, whereas Spectra would probably be a darker version of Electric. So thinking of it in that sense. So very popular in January. So I look forward to be using this a lot. I do a lot of navy in January, especially with like snowflakes and things like that. So that's pretty fun. All right, let's move on to, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys are saying anything because I'm not seeing any comments in the room, but, oh, there you are. Hi, Rachel. How close to Two Dark Options Blue is it? Well, let me see. To like, it's definitely not like French blue. maybe. Let me grab some French blue real quick. So there's French blue. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Whitney. Okay, good. You guys are in here. Let me put a top coat on this other French blue just so I can see it better because it's not shiny anymore, this one. All right, it's definitely darker than French blue. Okay, so if you look at this swatch here, can you see the color difference on one side to the other? So this side over here, you can see the line down the middle, and this side is the new blue, and this side is French blue. So similar in tone to the French blue, but this one is definitely darker. I'm hoping I don't know if you can tell from the lighting, but the new one, the new Destiny is definitely darker than the French blue, but I would say it's more of this kind of a tone for sure. So it's got that little bit of green to it, whereas cobalt blue is more like Spectra. So let me grab cobalt. My clients and move my wheels. All right, let's see. There it is. All right. Are you able to see the comparison, Rachel, when you look at the swatches online on the camera? It's kind of hard to tell. All right, so let's open this back up. Looking at cobalt blue. So this is cobalt blue. And pulling out Destiny. Definitely darker than that. And a different tone than this one. This one has a lot more gray. The Blue Moon has a lot more gray in it and less blue than this Destiny. Blue Moon it's grayer. It's not necessarily darker, but it has less blue in it than Destiny does. Blue Moon has almost got quite a bit more gray when you look at it in comparison to this. So they're not necessarily darker, they're just a completely different tone. I would say it's closest to French blue, like a dark French blue, which I know you love because I love it too. All right, let's move on to Willow. So Willow is another purple. I love purples, they're my favorite. All right, so we're gonna go straight to Vigilant because that was our newest one this last collection. Very different. Do you see the two differences? Very, very different. So that's really pretty. Let me pull some of the other ones and see if you can see some of the differences, because I think that's always helpful when you guys have similar colors or you have some of these. You're like, oh, what does it look like? I already have one that's like this, and is it the same? So trying to show you some comparisons. So this is Precious and much darker than Precious, and obviously those are more of a blue tone. So there's really nothing, sorry, my husband was moving a box. There's really nothing that is anything like it. If you want to maybe look at L, for example, it's the same, I would say the same tone as L as far as it being kind of a gray purple, but it's much darker, obviously. So really pretty color. I think this is going to be really popular for the winter in the coming months when people are getting away from reds and they're wanting something a little bit different. Again, this is Vigilant, and Vigilant was much more purple, less gray in it. So it's very similar to L, but much darker. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps with taking a look at these new colors. I'm really excited. They're definitely different. I love when we get colors that are different, so clients get options that are different. So, you know, every now and then you'll get a color, especially back when I used to collect nail polish and one would disappear and then a new one would come out and you're like, wow, this is the same color with a new name. And luckily, Accents hasn't done that with anything. Everything's been relatively different. So that is the new collection. You can pick them up, I believe, for around 25 bucks for the 3 minis, or you can get them all as a collection. There is a link straight on lovenails.com to this new studio collection to either get them as a collection in the large size or in the minis or individually. So I hope you guys have a lovely evening. I have one more client. She's stuck in traffic. I was thinking about maybe going live with her, but we'll see. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, one more thing. If you order from me this month and you have already, you might have seen that you get some glitter. I'm going to start sending some glitter in everyone's orders, but this is the one that you get this month. So if you're wondering, my crazy nails, but this glitter is the one that I'm sending out. So enjoy. Bye, guys.